Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we will build a fantasy castle together which is heavily inspired by a Pinterest artwork. Of course I've linked it in the comments. Before we start with the tutorial though, I want to mention that this won't be a block by block tutorial but more of a guidance in which we'll go through all building stages together. With that being said, enjoy the video. Before we begin, we will have an eye on the block palette. For the main structure, we're gonna start off with clay, mushroom stem, and for the majority of the structure, we're gonna use white terracotta. For the floor, we're gonna use a combination out of clean stone and stone bricks. And for the roof, we're gonna use warped wood, oxidized cut copper, and prismarine bricks. For the location, I'd suggest going with a spot in a mountain biome, since we will build our castle on a custom mountain. For today's build, we will start with the layout and later add the mountain under it, to be able to really make the mountain fit to the build. Simply place a few circles next to each other with a small height difference in between each of them. Size-wise, for the orange circle I went with a 27 block diameter and for the smaller ones with 5 to 15 block diameters. Next we will pull up our layout circles into the air by several blocks using white terracotta. Again, try to go with a different height for every circle, making the build look better. Since I use World Edit, I will add the white terracotta later on. On top of the biggest circle layout we will place a few smaller circles too, one of them being a small dome and the other two will be towers. Next we can add the custom mountain. Make sure to make the mountain very steep and almost identical with the layout of our castle. This will make the castle appear very big and majestic. For the mountain we want to use grass and stone blocks. We will also widen the top 6 blocks of each smaller tower by 1 block, where we will later add windows. On top of all the remaining cylinders, we will place a smaller cylinder inside, which will be 1 block higher than the original one, and will have a roof on top later. Next we will add the clay blocks on the bottom of our structure and mushroom stem in between of the clay and white terracotta to give our build a nice little fade. As a next step, we will add battlements to our bigger towers by removing 1x2 block and 1x3 block stripes from the top in a regular order. We will now remove every second row from our dome building, making it look like it's supported by many pillars instead of one structure. For the top parts of our mini towers, we will add smooth sandstone stairs below them to make a nice angle and replace the top row with upside down smooth sandstone stairs to make a nice transition to the roofs that we will place later. We will also place a few 1x2 block outlines at our mini towers, which will later be windows. Next we will replace the layer that is 2 blocks below the battlements that we carved out previously with upside down smooth sandstone stairs as well, to make the battlements kind of more obvious. As a next step, we will replace the layer above the pillars of our dome with upside down smooth sandstone stairs and add a slab on top of them every second block. Next we'll replace the top row of the inner cylinder of our dome with upside down stairs as well, and we'll do the same with the inner cylinders of all of our towers once again. Now we also want to decorate our windows outlines by using sandstone walls on the sides, a small mini roof out of smooth sandstone slabs on top, and a window by using sandstone slabs and a birch trapdoor below. To give all the remaining flat walls a little more variety, we will add 1x2 block outlines randomly all over the structure and fill them out with 2 smooth sandstone stairs each, creating many little loopholes. In my opinion, this is one of my favorite little features of today's build. Next we will place a floor on each tower using stone and stone bricks. Of course our towers need roofs. We will mainly be using slabs. I would suggest pausing the video to see how exactly I've made the roofs. To finish off our pointy roofs, we will also add a 6 block high pole out of prismarine walls on top. Again, for the dome, I'd suggest shortly pausing the video to see how I did it. To give the dome a little more detail, we will add a mini roof on top of it, made out of prismarine blocks. To finish off the build, we will place flags made out of wool on all of the prismarine poles and will use cyan glass for all of our windows. Next we will make a 3 block wide bridge out of white terracotta leading to another custom mountain that we will build in a minute. We will give the bridge a slight slope by using smooth sandstone slabs and add 2 block wide pillars with 5 block in between each of them to support the bridge. On top of the second hill I decided to place the dome that we built previously a second time. We will again use the stone and grass blocks for the mountain and add a circular path leading down the ground around it. For the path we will be using stone, gravel and stone bricks. To finish off today's castle we will be placing spruce trees all around it by using spruce fences and leaves. That's already it for today's build. I am extremely happy with this castle, it looks very majestic, and again I want to mention that this castle is heavily inspired by an artwork on Pinterest, which I've linked in the description down below. Anyways, I would be very happy to hear any tips and suggestions for further videos, and I'm very thankful for all of your support. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video.